Hello. What's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, if you couldn't already tell by the title. I'm sorry I have to rush this because my camera's going to die soon. And I forgot to do an intro, so I have to do it at the end. So my camera's going to die soon, so I'm really rushing through this. I'm sorry. But anyways, if you want to sit down and get ready with me or watch me get ready, then keep watching this video. Hello. So I obviously already did my eyebrows. My hair's in a headband. Hair's back. Ready to go. So I guess we're really close. This is a little too close. That's better. Alright, so from what I've seen, people usually do their foundation, like concealer, bronzer, blah, 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 all that face stuff before they do their eyes. I like to do the opposite. Even if I'm not doing any eyeshadow or anything, I still like to do my eyes first. So I'm going to start by going in with putting a base on my eyelids, and when I say base, I mean concealer. I don't usually use like a eyeshadow primer. I just kind of use concealer as a primer and then just bake it. So I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia. Sorry, it's really messy, and I just didn't think it was necessary to clean it. So I don't even know what it really is called. Concealer Contour Cream Kit. I usually use it just to like highlight and conceal and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna conceal my and prime my eyelids first. So I'm gonna be looking in a mirror right beside me. This is gonna be kind of difficult because I've never really done this. So bear with me. Now I like to cover like my whole eyelid. I don't want any veins showing or anything. I'm not too sure what I'm doing yet, but as you can tell from the title, this is a get ready with me. I'm going to be getting ready for work, so I'm not going to do anything fancy. But I'm going to BRB because I have to damp my sponge. I'm back. So I'm going to begin blending all of this concealer in. Alright, so now it's time to bake them. I am going to use the, again, hella dirty. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. I've tried the Laura Mercier and I absolutely love it, but everyone uses it. So I thought when I went to Sephora, I was like, I'll try something different. From what I've used from it, like, I use it a lot whenever I bake. I just use this. But I haven't noticed any flashback, but I don't know. I've only used the Laura Mercier a couple times because I always just borrowed it from my friends. But I like this one. I would prefer the Laura Mercier one. This one's still really good. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy the Laura Mercier one if I already have this. But if I had to, you know, like if this is empty and I had to purchase another setting powder, I'd do the Laura Mercier. I don't think I would purchase the Kat Von D one again. I don't know. I like it, but maybe I'll just have to get the Laura Mercier one next and just kind of like compare what one I like better. Yeah, don't judge me on how I'm doing this. It works for me. Do whatever works for you. Okay, so I usually don't let it sit for very long because when I pat it down with my brush, it kind of like sinks into the skin and makes sure there's no creasing in my eyelids. So I usually just go ahead and wipe it away right after. Okay, so I'm going to be brushing this away. I also use the same contour palette to promote my eyebrows, or I'll use the MAC Cover Up Select concealer powder. Concealer. Concealer. It works really, really good. But it's use the tiniest bit, and it goes the longest way. I was gonna use this for my concealer, so I just thought I'd use the same palette. All right, so now I'm gonna be going in with the Let's Do It Pressed Powder by ColourPop. It's just a black shadow. So because I'm going to be putting falsies on, I like to kind of line my upper lash line with this. And I don't want it to be like a harsh like line of eyeliner. I just kind of want it to be subtle. Hopefully you guys can see this. Sometimes it's hard to go. Maybe I can zoom you guys out. Holy shit. I didn't say that. I'm sorry, it's hard. It's hard to do this and like talk at the same time. You have to be fully concentrated. I usually don't do that much, like, I don't do like a thick line, like, so you can already see the difference. That's what I'm looking for, like the slight difference, but not too noticeable. See, I already messed up this side. Ah, I'm sorry. Okay, so now that's done. It's quite messy, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna go in with falsies. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I like to do all my eye stuff first because I don't like having to, when I go in, like after I do all my face makeup and then I have to go back to my eyes, I don't like having to touch my face. I just spend so much time on it. I want to mess it up. You get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna, actually I'll keep you zoomed in. Actually no, I'm gonna do my eyelashes on camera because it'd be very difficult to do it, keep in frame and doing it. So I'll be back. I'm back. So these are these are Prima, I don't know how to pronounce it, by Lady Lash Cup, the eyelashes. I absolutely love them. Okay, so jumping into the face now, I'm going to be starting with the Becca backlight, I don't know if that's like what it's called, backlight priming filter, not foundation, primer, not concealer, not foundation, primer. So first, I'm going to be going in with the Versali Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Serum Drops because I actually haven't used these in a while, so I thought I would come back to them. And because I don't have my Holy Grail Glam Glow moisturizer right now because I use that usually before I start my makeup all the time because I love it. I also really like using the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. I know that was really raved about a couple years ago for primer, and I honestly really like it. Like, it makes your face really tacky, and it smells really good. It makes your face really tacky, and that's kind of what you want for your makeup to really stick to your face. I really like it. I use it every once in a while, usually if I'm going for that kind of like, if I'm going for a makeup look where it's not too dramatic and I'm not going to be keeping it on for that long. I don't want to use like a freaking $50 primer. I'll just use the Nivea Balm. And it works really well. Like, it works almost as good, but it's like, you know, like not as good as like the $50 primer. So that's usually in cases when I use it. Or when my face is like really dry. Sometimes I use it because it gives you that extra like moisturizing feeling. But I don't feel like using it today, obviously. So I'm going to be using the, where was it already? What I already said. Yep. And I'm going to be going for a really light coverage today. So, just throwing that out there. And my chin gets very dry. Like, even how much I moisturize it or whatever, whenever I apply foundation, it always gets cakey on my chin. And it's so hard to like not have that happen. Alright, now that's all in the skin, I am going to go on to foundation. And I will be using the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. Pause. First, I'm going to be spraying my beauty blender with the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mask. Okay, so I'm going to be going with this. I put it on the back of my hand and then I just did my beauty blender in it, and yeah. As you can see, there's already like that glow from the Dewy Skin Mist, and I absolutely love it. And then even with my nose, I have a dry patch right where my piercing is, and it's so hard to not have that happen. So that's usually my foundation routine. I don't do foundation like at all every day, like not even close. Whenever I'm kind of feeling it, sometimes I wear foundation to school. Most of the time I usually don't even wear makeup to school. So like days like this when I have time and stuff, I like to do it. And so next we're going to be going on to concealer. So now that I'm going on to concealer, I usually, almost dropped it. I'm going with the same palette that I used to prime my eyelids. So what I usually do is when I'm doing concealer, I usually go in and spray my beauty blender again with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, but I only spray it once because it's probably still a little bit on from my foundation. Alright, so now I'm getting into concealer. I don't like putting a lot of concealer on. I personally don't think I need it. I just don't like, I try to stay away as cakiness as much as possible. So what I really usually do is I kind of just tap it. And I try not to go too close to my actual like, under my eye because I don't want it to settle into my fine lines right away. Or at all. But it just kind of helps that. And I usually don't highlight my chin or my forehead. It kind of just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll do my nose because sometimes I like to do nose contour. But like I was saying earlier, my chin gets really dry, so I usually don't like putting extra product on it. So this is usually just what I do for concealer. It has that glow as well, which I really like. For me, that's really fast because usually this specific concealer takes a lot longer to blend. But just putting that mist on it, it just doesn't take long at all from what I'm used to anyways. So next, I'm going to be going in with the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, Airbrush Flawless Finish, powder. It's pressed powder still, but that's not the actual name of it. So what I do is I like to go in with the bottom of my sponge and just kind of like go on the powder. And then what I do is I tap it on my hand because I don't want all that excess powder because I don't want cakey. And then that's when I try to do this as fast as I can when I'm done blending so I don't have any creases under my eyes. And I do this, I just pat it in because with my dry skin I find if I really bake, like my under eye, it looks cakey with a specific foundation I use, the Josie Maran one. When I first got the foundation, I was so used, like from the foundation I was using before, I was so used to baking my under eye with the Kat Von D powder. So I thought, okay, well if I did the same thing with my foundation, it'd be fine. And I did it, and I'd have rings of creased foundation, not right under my eye, it was like right here, like on my cheekbone. And it was like really weird. I was like, what the heck's doing this? Like I'm not even using that much to bake, I'm not baking it for a long time. So then I tried this trick, specifically also kind of like something what Jaclyn Hill does. So I tried it, and specific foundation, it's worked a lot better. So there's a little bit of extra powder on there, but wasn't necessarily called baking. And with this specific powder, it just helps all your makeup to sink into your skin. And so what do? I kind of get the residue from the powder that I tapped on my hand, and I get that. And I use that to at the back of the beauty blender. Kind of the same thing, but a little bit less powder. And I use it to set my foundation. And I just go around my whole face, get a little bit more powder, a little bit, and I use it to set the rest of my face because I love this powder and it honestly does help transform your foundation and just makes it melt all the way into the skin. So when I'm done doing that, what I usually do is I just get a clean, big, fluffy brush and I kind of just apply this because all of that foundation is set. And I like to just go like this and brush away if there's any excess powder because I don't want that to be sitting on my face. Really lightly because you don't want to mess up all your makeup. But I just like to do this because sometimes I feel like I have excess powder from when I was semi-baking my eyes. So I like to just brush it away, and then if there is any excess powder, then just brush it down my neck so I can set all the foundation that I brought down my neck. After this, what I like to do is, recently I've been noticing my contour has been really patchy, and I don't know why it's been doing that. So what I've been doing is I've been kind of like baking my cheeks and the hollows of my cheeks where my bake would usually be. For when because I do bake my contour, I like to do that because my cheeks and my part of this face doesn't get really dry. So what I do is I kind of like go over with the setting powder, like the loose setting powder, and I like to kind of like, not so much big, but kind of like we did it earlier with under the eyes. So I would use a loose setting powder and a little bit more powder, and I kind of just tap it all over this area so my application is a lot smoother. So I usually don't leave it, so I'll do that and then I'll just brush it away kind of like right after. Just making sure like it gets into the skin and it's all even. If that makes sense. Okay, so after all that, then I go into contouring / bronzing. Okay, so now going into like the highlighting and the contouring. I'm going to do kind of like a light contour, if that makes sense. Kind of more of a bronzing than contouring. I'm still going to bake it. I don't know, I'm just going to do whatever my heart desires. So I'm going to be using the Baked Luminous Bronzer, Sweetheart Bronzer by Too Faced. I don't always use this, but I'm kind of just feeling that kind of warm look today. I don't know. Oh, and I'm using, I guess I should be saying the brushes I'm using. I'm using the E41 by Morphe, which is just a really big brush I like to use for bronzing because it doesn't take long at all. So after that, I like to get the same brush I used to wipe away my powder to just kind of like blend it all, just in case like I put too much because that brush is really big. But I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. So what I do, I like to kind of like sweep it over the part where I want it. You guys, most of you will probably know how to do this, but I'll just explain what I like to do. And then I like to press it like high into the skin. So I'm gonna be going in with the Hyper Real Glow by MAC, and I'm gonna be using the M510 by Morphe. I'm gonna be going in. I'm not too sure. Doesn't really say what shade it is, but I'm gonna be going in with the lightest shade right there. I hate doing this side of my face. I feel so awkward doing that. See, that's glow. That is, oh my god, I love it. I love this palette. It's just so good. So good. And then with a smaller brush, I'm gonna be a little bit on my nose, bridging my nose, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to rush this because my battery is about to die. So I'm gonna be going with the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal on my lower lash line because I already put mascara on my top, but I applied my falsies. Don't mind my weird face. Don't want mascara on my skin. Honestly, I could not go. If I did my full face, I wouldn't be able to leave the house without mascara because I honestly think it makes a huge difference and it transforms your whole face. Okay, so now I'm gonna wipe away the bake, kind of go over the line it made because I don't want a harsh line. So this is the finished look. I don't know what I really call it. Like an everyday glam maybe. I don't personally wear this every day, but if you wanted to go for like an everyday glam look, I feel like this would be the perfect look for that. But anyways, I hope you guys have fun watching, and if you have any video ideas, please comment them down below for me, and I will make sure to do those ideas for you. But anyways, if you liked this video, I can't speak. If you like this video, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me. But anyways, hope you had fun watching. Bye. Peace out.